damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out styrofoam, but figured I should stick to dro.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite here, bringing you another Motivational Monday. Now, if you guys are having a good day, feel free to smack the like button if you enjoyed the episode. And shout out to Banana for being the Notification Squad member of the day. Guys, if you want to be Notification Squad member of the day for next week's episode, all you got to do is type Notification Squad in the comment section down below, like the video, and make sure you have post notifications turned on for the channel. So this week we got a couple different issues we're going to talk about. The first one is going to be how to stay calm during difficult times. For example, a death in the family or parents getting divorced. Now this is something that I have had a lot of people come to me about. Not just one or the other, but a lot of things happening in your life where it feels like times are getting super hard and you don't know exactly what to do. So the first thing I want to say is that everyone goes through difficult times in different ways. So there's not exactly one sort of way you should go about this, and it's a bunch of different speeds that you guys go through it. Not everyone is able to cope with things faster than others. Everyone is going to have their own amount of time it takes them to get over something. So a lot of times when people are going through these rough periods of their life, that's the answer you get, let's do something about it, let's get you feeling better. But they don't really give you any ideas of what you can do. So normally what people happen is they go towards food. Food a lot of the time is people's point of where they feel that they can have the most control in their life, how much they eat, and most of the time when that happens, it starts showing on the scale. Now you want to find healthy activities that can take your mind off of these hard times. For example, working out is a fantastic way of doing it. If you have a group of friends who you can go work out with, even better. If you don't have a membership, go for a run outside. If it's getting a little too cold, maybe you have something in your house you can do, push-ups, sit-ups. Just staying active is a very good way of dealing with your emotions and having it be a healthy way of going about it. A quick side note for you guys, if you're in the comments saying, oh, Mumbo doesn't know how to talk, he's saying every single other sentence, just know that I have a couple outlines written down for topics to talk about, but a lot of these I just kind of want to give you my initial opinion, what comes right off my head, nothing that seems too rehearsed or too prepared out, because there have been a lot of things in here that I've gone through either myself or know people who have, and I don't really need a lot of time to just sit back and think about what are the best options to go through. A lot of these I kind of know off the top of my head, and it might take me a second or two to apply it to your life or other people's. So when you're going through these hard times, no matter what it is, one of the most important things you have to make sure you do is not let this stuff just sit in the back of your mind and you throw it away and hopefully you come back to it later and have to deal with it. No, it sucks that you're going through this hard time and I'm here for you, your friends are here for you, but the worst thing you can do is just throw it to the back of your mind and save it for later. That's not how you deal with it, and it's just going to hurt as bad later. And I know for experience, I've done this before. In college, I kind of do this with homework sometimes. If there's something I don't want to do, I'll put it off till later. I'll be like, all right, this homework has to be done by Monday. So instead of worrying about it now, I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist and I'm going to do Netflix. But as soon as I'm done watching Netflix, those feelings come back, that that idea of that I need to do homework hits me and I feel like crap. Just deal with it. You got to go through it. But the best thing you can do for yourself is have those friends that are around you that actually care for you. Now, if you're in middle school or high school, this might be easy. A bunch of people you grew up with throughout your life are there for you. Even if it doesn't seem like it, trusting in some of your friends can be a really good thing to relieve some of the pain that's going on in your life. But for some other people who might feel like they're alone, whether that's you have no friends in high school or you're off to college and you haven't really met anyone yet, and you just feel that overwhelming presence of there is nobody here for you, just know that I'm here for you. There's people online in this Elite Army community that are here for you. If you ever need to talk to us, let us know. So in particular, this person wanted to know about divorce, and I feel like it kind of ties into the next one we're going to be talking about, so I'm just going to read this one off. Well, I just feel like nothing goes right in my life. It all started at the end of summer when I found out my grandfather had lung cancer that's not operable. Then my great-grandma has heart failure. Then this girl I loved that I was dating, she decided that she had feelings for her ex, my best friend. That caused me to just give up on school and everything. Then my parents are arguing constantly, and I'm afraid that eventually they'll get a divorce, and I've already had 3 girls break my heart. Okay, this one is a filled question, guys. This is huge. This is a lot of stuff going on in this person's life, and for anybody, even myself, going through all these events around the same time, that can be a very hard thing to do, and I just appreciate you coming forward and asking for help. Now, the thing I want to touch on right away with your parents fighting, I don't know how serious the fighting is, whether they will get a divorce or not, but anyone who thinks like their parents might be getting a divorce, just know that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. So many things happen in their lives that maybe you're too young to see yet. So the biggest advice I can give you in these situations is be as strong as you can. Obviously, come to us if you need help, but if you are in a house where maybe you have siblings who are younger than you, it could be very helpful if you can act like that figure in their life that they need right now. What I mean is if your parents are fighting, they're not setting the best example for you guys. If you have little brothers and sisters who might feel like, maybe feel what you're feeling, be there for them, comfort them, give this advice to them, do what will make them happy, because as a family, you need to kind of stay together as a unit. I know it can feel kind of hard when the leaders of that unit, your parents, are fighting and everything just doesn't make sense. Divorce is one of those things that luckily I haven't been through myself, but I've definitely had close friends and family around me that have gone through it, and it's not an easy thing to talk about. It's not an easy thing to go through. So just like any other hard times, you really need those friends who are there for you. Now, the thing that can get kind of fishy, kind of get messy, is when you brought up the girlfriend situation. You loved a girl, you guys were together, and she kind of left you for your best friend. Most occasions, a lot of people rely on that relationship, and that's the person they go to when these times get tough. They pour their heart out, they let them know about this, and then, boom, they're gone. This is not every single case. A lot of relationships are good relationships, but for the ones that don't work out, the ones where you spill your heart, you open up to them, and it seems like they're gone the next day, it just adds on to the mess of everything going on in your life right now. From what you told me, you're a relatively young person, so you've gone through quite a few relationships already. I would say, take a break from that if you can. Find some friends who are there for you. Focus on your school. Focus on sports if you play them. Surround yourself with things that can make you happy in your life. And a relationship right now just seems like one of those things that it just keeps not working, Take a break, see if it can go the other way. Maybe instead of you going out for a girl, maybe a girl will come to you. And if you do at some point get a relationship, make sure it's for the right reasons. If it's just out of looks, it's not always going to last. You see that a lot with celebrities. Make sure you guys have common things you can talk about. Make sure you have common interests. Find a girl like that. Now, out of all the things that we've talked about so far, dealing with death, dealing with cancer, that's one of the things that are closest to me, and I feel like it touches a lot of people. So for anyone who's wondering how to get through these hard times, whether it's the first death in your family or it's a death with someone in your school, like a lot of things we talked about already, just have those people you can go to, have those things that you can do to take your mind off these situations to help you just get better, because a lot of you people who are younger, you maybe have never gone through a death before. It's one of those hard things to wrap your head around, that one day this person's here, they're healthy, the next day things aren't going so well, and the day after that, they're no longer here with us. Now, depending on what you believe in, it can be comforting or it cannot be comforting. For me, I'm very religious, I'm a Christian, so I believe in the thought of going to heaven. If you guys do too, this can be a good thing to think about, especially when maybe the loved one you're very close with is not feeling the best on earth, They're going through all these troubles, cancer, heart failure, all these things that seem to happen with age. And just like pets, it's the same way too. A lot of the times you want what's best for them, and if they're not feeling good, all these problems are happening to them. Maybe the best thing for them is to have it all go away, for them to feel better and go somewhere else. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, we all have different ways of dealing with this, so it's kind of hard for me to talk about one particular way. But all that aside, hopefully that helped out. Let's end on a lighter note. This guy wants to know how to get active subscribers on his channel. He's a little over 100 at this point, and he's getting around 10 views. What can he do? Well, for the YouTube's ratio of, I don't know where it came into existence, but basically the ratio is supposed to be your subscriber amount. If your channel's doing good, you're going to have 10% of that in views. So let's say you have 100 subscribers, you're supposed to get 10 views a video or stream. So you're doing good in that department, I guess. But early on, you're still early in your channel, man. You don't know exactly what you want to do yet, and that's fine. You know, if it's Call of Duty sniping clips, if it's maybe just live streaming in general, any certain game, you don't know exactly what you want to do, and you can use that to your advantage. You know, take this time right now when your channel's so small. If YouTube is something you're serious about, you know, take this time to really understand what you want to do. For me, I started off like sniping, but I really got into the streaming aspect to Call of Duty and other games. So, you know, maybe be interactive. Try streaming. You know, the people who do watch your videos, maybe they want to hear what you're like outside of the videos, so you can talk to them like a human being and find out, you know, what they like to see, so you can make content that they like. You know, if you don't want to do streaming, you can do the same thing in videos. You know, maybe ask a comment like, guys, comment down below, what is your favorite kind of pizza? You know, things like that. But that's all I got for today. If you guys did enjoy the video, feel free to smack the like button. If you guys are new, subscribe. And as always, if you want to be notified, put those push notifications on for the channel so you know whenever a new video or stream comes out. It's been your boy MumboElite, and I'll see you later. And if you guys are OG Elite Army homies, you've made it to the end of this video. Now you know what to do. If you maybe didn't make it to the end of the first one, this is the point where I tell you to comment something that nobody else besides the OGs will comment. This time you're going to comment Elite Army swag.